This chart is of Mayawati's chart. Okay, ex Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so as we know, UP election is on its way. February, March 2022, and from 10th Feb, election is starting. Okay, so Mayawati, Akhilesh Yadav, and Yogi Adityanath, these three are the major key players in this election. Okay, so this chart is a Mayawati's chart, accurate chart. Okay, from sources, I have received this chart. So now, January 1956 is a birth year. So by that logic, 67th year is activation. 67th year is activated this year. 67th means which house?
Seventh house.
Seventh house. Okay. So election is starting from 10th of Feb. So all these things is and the declaration of election result, all these things is in only 7th house activation. Now tell me how you're looking the 7th house. Now this is a real question.
Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
7th house activates Sun, Mercury, Moon, all three planets are sitting together in the 7th house. 7th house Lord Saturn is with Mars and Rahu in 5th house. Okay, and I hope everybody is aware about the current transit also. In transit, Saturn, Mercury, Sun, all three planets in 7th house only. Okay, then what will be the result? Think in terms of BCP, है ना? आपको अपने इलेक्शन का ओपिनियन नहीं देना है कि मायावती जी आपकी फेवरेट है नहीं है, दैट इज द डिफरेंट थिंग. ओके, बट व्हाट बीसीपी इज टेलिंग हियर,
सैटर्न अपने साइन में है और साथ में सन है, सैटर्न और सन है, तो शी मस्ट विन.
शी मस्ट विन बिकॉज़ सन सैटर्न इज सिटिंग टुगेदर. दैट्स व्हाई
ट्रांजिट में सैटर्न इधर आ जाएगा ना सन के साथ. तो मान सम्मान होना चाहिए, उसका विनिंग होनी चाहिए.
नहीं सर, वो जो सैटर्न है वो पंचम में है और मरकरी है वो 12th का लॉर्ड है और सूर्य कारक है नेम फेम का, उसके साथ में 5वां भाव पद प्रतिष्ठा का होता है. 12th जुड़ा हुआ है, इसलिए अच्छा नहीं होना चाहिए. और
कृष्ण गोपाल जी, यू आर इन राइट ट्रैक. Okay, somehow. Okay, because the whole concept is about the karak tattvas of graha, okay, and the house signification. So here, Sun, Mercury, Moon. Mercury is the lord of 12th house and 3rd house. 12th and 3rd both. Okay, first point. Sun, lord of 2nd house. Moon, Lagna. Correct. Saturn, 7th house lord in natal chart, is with Mars and Rahu. Okay, Mars is important planet here because Mars is the lord of 10th house. Okay, winning in election, name, fame, status, we can't expect without the involvement of 10th and 9th. 10th and 9th are important planet. Am I correct?
जी सर.
नवम और दशम भाव का रोल तो इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा ना इलेक्शन, अगर जीतना इतना बड़ा विनिंग चीज है तो. सो नाउ इन ट्रांजिट Saturn is there. Okay, that is the one, that is the favorable thing we can say. Okay,
भाग्य तो साथ नहीं दे रहा ना.
हाँ,
भाग्य तो साथ नहीं दे रहा ना.
Mars is not in the
नहीं, जुपिटर.
मीरा जी आप म्यूट हो गई. अब
सर केतु का भी
भाग्य
एस्पेक्ट है
अपने से 12th आ गया ना जुपिटर, तो वो तो साथ नहीं देगा ना भाग्य।
भाग्य साथ नहीं, या वो बोल सकते हैं। ओके, बट इन ट्रांजिट इफ यू लुक द करंट ट्रांजिट, ओके, मर्करी सन,
ट्रांजिट ही तो बता रहे हैं सर।
या सो सन
जुपिटर
इज
11th में आ जाएंगे,
हाँ,
जुपिटर 8th में आ जाएंगे ना सर।
जुपिटर इज ऑलरेडी इन द 8th हाउस। Okay,
वही बता।
but the only good thing with this chart is Saturn in its own sign with Mercury. That is one thing. Saturn originally in the natal chart is aspecting 7th house. Okay, this is the only good thing. So, okay, by this chart, I am not seeing any 100% winning chances for the Mayavati. Okay, is it clear? Let's take one more chart. This is horoscope of Akhilesh Yadav. He was also ex-CM, and this birth detail is 100% accurate. Okay, so this is the chart. July 1973. So what will be the activated age?
49 सर।
विनोद जी को समझ में आ गया कहां से निकलेगा एज? ठीक है, 49th year. Okay, 49th year means
First house.
first house.
First house.
Yes.
Okay, so in first house you can see Venus and Mercury in Lagna, Moon in the 12th house. So Lagna Lord is going in the 12th house. Okay. But Venus and Mercury in the Lagna. Okay. Now think about the Karak Tattvas here. Okay. Venus is the Lord of 11th house. Correct? And 4th house in the Lagna. Mercury, who is the Lord of 12th house as well as 3rd house. Okay, Lagna Lord in the 12th house. It means whenever Lagna activates, we can see the connection of 11th and 12th both. Okay, but now look the transit. In transit, we know Mercury, Saturn, Sun, all are in the 7th house in transit. Correct? Venus in the 6th house with aspecting 12th. Okay, but not 11th. We need the connection of 11th, 10th, 9th, or at least 5th. Okay, for the winning, for chances of winner. But in transit, we can see the connection of 12th house clearly. Okay, any connection of 10th house? किसी को समझ में आ रहा है हम यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हैं इस चार्ट में? We are using only BCP, activated house. Think about the Karaka planet who are involving in the first house thing, and think about the winning of election. It means by anyhow we need the Karak Tattva of 10th, 11th house or 9th house. Then we can think about the winning. Otherwise, 12th house connection means loss. 12th or 8th means hurdles and difficulties. In previous chart, only favorable thing is Saturn. Okay, but that is not clearly indicating the winning. In this chart also, the same thing is happening.
10th का lord.
See here, Jupiter is aspecting Lagna. Okay, Jupiter, say the same Jupiter is aspecting 11th house also. It means Jupiter can play very important role here. But the thing is, in Jupiter, in transit, Jupiter is in 8th house.
8th house.
Aspecting 12th. Okay, 12th Lord Mercury is also aspecting Lagna in transit. Venus, who is the Lord of 11th house, aspecting 12th house. It means no chances of winning here also. Okay, so we are just using the Karak Tattva and the house. No dashas, nothing. If you see the strength and Shadbal, Adbal and all these things, you will get better idea. Okay, now let's check one let us check the one more chart.
सर योगी जी का नहीं देखेंगे?
इनका
योगी जी का
बार डिटेल्स है आपके पास?
नहीं देवा हमारे पास तो नहीं।
This chart is also accurate. Yogi Adityanath, 5th of June 1972. Okay. Now see, 1972 June, which house activated and which year?
50th year and second house.
50 year. Okay. And which house activation?
Second house.
Second house. Okay, now in this chart, you can see second house is activated. It means Virgo sign. Mercury is in the 10th house with Sun and Saturn. Okay, Mars is aspecting second house from the 11th. Any other house influencing second? Rahu from the 6th, aspecting second house. Okay, so what are the Karak Tattva connecting with the second house in Mercury? Sun, Saturn, both.
9th and 10th and Rahu. 9th house Lord and 10th house connection. Mercury is in the 10th house and Rahu is connected to the second house. Aspecting second house.
Aspecting second house. Okay. Now, these are the position of natal chart. Now see the transit chart. In transit, this is the transit chart. Okay. Second house is aspected by which planet?
जुपिटर।
Second house is aspected by?
नहीं सॉरी अभी तो एक्वेरियस में है। सॉरी
Moon.
See, moon, no need to consider moon for now because moon will change. Okay, moon is going to change by tomorrow only. Rahu is aspecting.
Rahu is aspecting.
Okay. In natal chart also, Rahu is aspecting 10th and second house. Here, Rahu in transit is in 10th house only. Okay, but the thing is, the second house Lord was originally sitting in the 10th. In transit, it is with the Saturn and Sun in 6th house, aspecting 12th. Okay, not clearly favoring the second house activation this year in transit, especially. Okay, so still this chart is still better than the previous two. Okay, so if I want to give order wise thing, so the Yogi Adityanath chart is better, then lesser better is Mayawati's chart and Akhilesh Yadav's chart. Okay, so by looking this chart, see this chart is not clearly showing the chances of indication, at least from the immediate Mercury's transit thing, because if you see Mercury degree is 0031. Correct? It just entered the Capricorn sign. It will stay here till the election end. Okay, so no clear indication of winning. It means we can say no majority in the win. So, but still it's better. So there is a chances of becoming Yogi Adityanath CM of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, but not with clear majority. Okay, so in all of these three charts, can you see any clear indication of winning? Like there's a connection. We should see the connection of 10th, 9th, 11th or 5th house with the activated house. Okay, only this chart is showing indication through Rahu. Okay, but not with other planets. Okay, the same thing we are applying in these calculations also. This is a part of mundane Jyotish, but still we are using the horoscope of individuals, Yogi Adityanath and all these things. So we are using the BCP simple. Use the Karak Tattvas, use the activated houses. That's it.